Hello everyone, this is Alarm System Tech here with Systems in Action episode 9 featuring my Notifier NFS-640. So previously when I showed the Notifier system I had an NFS-2 640, which is the newer version of the 640. Now I have the older version, and as you can see I also have a Notifier NCA network display being used as a primary display instead of the KDM2. I did have the KDM2 installed for a little bit, did all my field programming through that, because in order to do any field programming you have to do it through the KDM or you have to have verifier tools. But now that the system is complete, I swapped out the KDM display for this NCA and set it up as a node, as a network, and it works great. So also, I have my AMG installed again. Unfortunately, there's a firmware issue on this panel where it does not support the AMG. It does work, it shows up that the AMG has a system trouble, which it doesn't because it's working completely fine. So it's a little glitch inside the system and it requires a firmware upgrade through verifier tools, but since I do not have access to verifier tools, there won't be voice evac anytime soon for this, at least for this system. And also this little switch here, I did not drill a hole into this dress plate. I have another dress plate. As you can see, the other one's down here. This was the one in my last test. But I have this one, and it came with a little hole that was drilled there, and I kind of figured that somebody had a little toggle switch in there at one point for something, I don't know what. But what I did is I managed to make use out of it, and I put in a little toggle switch to disconnect the AC power, or sorry, the DC power, which is the batteries, from the panel, so that I do not have to undo any of the dress plates. All I have to do to disconnect the batteries is this. Give it a second here. It's a network, so it's kind of slow. Any day now. There it is. As you can see, trouble, battery. Go ahead and acknowledge that. And showing up as node 1, which this is node 1, as you can see here. So yeah, just a little more convenient for me, especially for a hobby system. Obviously, you wouldn't put this on a real system, but being that it's just a demonstration system, it doesn't technically matter. Also, real quick, I have a new phone, so that's why the quality has gone up a little bit. I'm now using my iPhone 6s Plus to record everything. I used to have an iPhone 4, which was a total piece of crap, and I decided just to do an upgrade because I desperately needed one. But nonetheless, for the devices on the system, I still got my Notifier MBG12LX and my Notifier FSP-851. These are both polling in red because again, with the firmware on the system, it's a little bit older, so I guess, I don't know, it just doesn't flash green for some reason. Then I got my system sensor P241575 Spectre Alert Classic, and then on this side, we have an addition to the system. I have my system sensor SR Strobe, and then this is going to be a spot for a Notifier FST-851, which is the heat detector, addressable heat detector, but I do not have one yet. And then I also have a spot for a conventional pole station, but I need to get a FMM-101 mini monitor module in order for that to work. So, still some work on the system to be done, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and pull the fire alarm. Alarm silenced, and it says network silence completed because again this is running on a network. So let's go ahead and reset the pole station. And we'll quickly magnet test the smoke detector here. As you can see, I have my points labeled MBG12LX, and then if we do fire alarm scroll display, we can see that the FSP 851 was also triggered. So so now that the devices are back to normal, we can initiate a system reset. And then go back to our home screen, and we are back to normal. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that's about it. So thanks for watching.